I'm going to be completely honest with you. This video is more or less just going to be me ranting. So if you don't really care for that and you don't want to watch it, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you skip by. This isn't something that I really do very often. In fact, I don't know that I've ever done it because I personally don't care to listen to people talk about things like this, but I just wanted to, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff right now and I feel like talking about it. Whether I actually talk to anybody about it or not, I'm just going to talk. And if you guys want to hear it, you can. If not, that's fine. As a custom maker, when you charge pretty high prices like I do, you got to get used to people telling you that you're not worth it. Your prices are too expensive. I can't afford that. And when it comes down to it, I understand that I'm expensive, and I'll be the first person to tell you I am expensive. I'm very expensive. I charge a lot of money for the products that I build with my hands. For one, I'll get to that in a minute, but I don't expect everyone to understand my prices. I don't expect everyone to think that my prices are worth that. And I damn sure don't expect everyone to be able to afford it. I'll be the first to tell you I probably can't afford my own products either. I just make them. At the end of the day, this is how I pay for my bills. This isn't my hobby. Right now, this is my sole source of income. And like I've said before, you guys know I'm married. I have 3 kids. We have a house, we have cars, we have bills, just like everyone else. And so when you go to job, when you have a regular 9 to 5 and you go to work, you're getting paid for that. So for the time I'm investing in my products, I have to get paid for that. And not only pay myself, at the end of the day, my labor for my business is an expense. And I have a lot of other things I have to consider when I'm running this business that I have to charge for and include in my prices in order to stay in business. So those are things that not everyone thinks about when they see prices on things like that. And it's something that you need to consider if you are struggling with your pricing. Is you are running a business at the end of the day, and if you want to be able to potentially make this a full-time career like I'm trying to do, then you have to make sure that you are pricing your goods in order to stay, not only stay in business, but to continue to grow. Because if you just stay in a small little circle and don't allow yourself to grow, then there's not much opportunity there for you, and you're just going to be stuck. And you're going to plateau out a lot in your career. You got to continuously grow no matter what you're doing, but especially if you're running a business. And this business isn't a complicated business. And I'm the last person that you need to come to for business advice. I don't know much about business. I'm just pretty much winging it and learning as I go along, like most people do. I'm still struggling. I figure out, I fail every day, and I learn something new. But like I said, I am trying to make this. I'm trying to make Gertie Leather Company my full-time career. I would love to be able to do this for the rest of my life if I can. But I gotta charge what I charge, and at the end of the day, that's just how it is. And I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I personally don't know anybody that is trying to rip anybody off. We charge what we charge because that's what we have to charge in order to pay our bills, to buy new leather, to buy new tools, to invest in big sewing machines like this. It's just the way it is. And just like I mentioned, I said you have to get used to hearing that. That might be the wrong terminology to use, but it's something that you will hear quite a bit. Whether you're just starting out and you're only charging, I've heard people say that they charge $100 for custom belts and they still get flack about that. And so you're going to get pushback regardless. So you just have to learn to not get used to it, but to deal with it and learn how to manage it. I personally just try to kill them with kindness most of the time. Like I literally just got off my phone right before I sat down to make this video. Some guy said, your products are not worth that, essentially. And all I said was, well, thanks for reaching out anyways. That's just how I like to go about doing it, because it's ultimately not worth getting into a pointless argument online with people. There is a market out there for the things that I build. I just have to do my job to get my products in front of the right people and continue to put as much effort as I can into these products to build the best products that I can. And I like to think that if I do that, then everything else will fall into place. I could be wrong. I could go belly up next month, but if that happens, all of this is still a learning experience, and that's something that I try to tell myself. Even if this does fail, I will have gained so much knowledge and experience from this to continue on with whatever else I pursue in the future. So, kind of piggybacking off that last video that I just posted, you got to get 1% better, regardless of what you're working at. You just always got to be open-minded and be willing to grow and not just shrivel up and die. If you're not growing, you're usually dying. So just always strive to get better. Not in like an arrogant or a boastful way, but you just usually when you grow as a person, you're going to help others around you grow, and everybody thrives when you grow. So just Continuously push yourself to get out of your comfort zone, do things that are going to test your limits and make you get better from it. At the end of the day, it's not only going to help you, it's going to benefit your friends, your family, your loved ones, and everybody else around you. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm sorry for wasting your time if you think you wasted your time watching this. Like I said, I just more or less wanted to get on here and talk to get things off my chest. I'm just rambling. I don't know. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you.